Good morning, first grade. Welcome back. Today is Thursday, and we are ready to learn how to count money. Today, we're going to start counting money using pennies and nickels. So, if you remember, you can look at your chart from yesterday. A penny is worth 1 cent. On a penny, we have Abraham Lincoln and we have the Lincoln Memorial. And a penny is copper. A nickel is worth 5 cents. On a nickel, we have Thomas Jefferson and the Monticello. It's important to know both sides. So if you can believe it, 5 pennies is the same as 1 nickel. 5 pennies is the same as 1 nickel because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the same as 5. So even if I have less of one coin, that doesn't mean that I have more money. You have to be careful and think about how much it's worth. So today we're going to learn how to add these together. And you're going to practice as soon as Miss Gates is finished in your math book today. So let's get started right away. I don't want to waste any time. If at any time you are confused, stop the video, go back, and listen to Miss Gates again. So here we have some pennies. It's important to first identify the coins we're working with. These are all the same, and that's good to notice. I'm going to go down and mark how much each one of these is worth. I know a penny is worth 1 cent, and if I forgot, I would check my chart that I made yesterday, and I hope you saved in a safe place. So this penny is worth 1 cent. Do not forget the cent sign because you are working with money. This penny is also worth 1 cent. This penny is also worth 1 cent. This penny is also worth 1 cent. Pennies are always worth 1 cent. I'm trying to go fast, so mine, make sure your cent signs look a little bit nicer. So, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to add it all together. You know how to add, and we're going to add just like we've been adding all year. So this is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Or we can use our counting up method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 cents. You say, pretty easy, Miss Gates? I think so too. So let's try a little bit harder one. You're doing a great job so far. So here we have some different coins. I don't see all pennies, and I need to make sure I notice that. You cannot just think that all of these are worth 1 cent because this is a nickel. You are correct. So this is a nickel, and I remember a nickel is worth 5 cents. So I'm going to write that on the line so I don't forget and so I can keep myself organized. And then I have pennies. These are still worth 1 cent, so I'm going to write that down. We're not doing any adding yet. We're just writing down how much each one is worth. Ooh, it's hard to write. I missed my smart board with my markers. So here we go. We have 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. But I like to count up. I think that's easier. So I'm going to start at 5 and I'm just going to count up. 5, count by ones, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 cents. Great job. Let's try another one. And then you're going to get a chance to try all by yourself and show me how smart you are. So here we are. Look at the coins. The first coin is a nickel. Nickel is worth 5 cents. I write it down. The second coin looks the same. So it's also a nickel, also worth 5 cents. And then we have our favorite copper coin, Abraham Lincoln, penny, 1 cent. So I write that down. Again, I'm just getting myself organized. I'm not doing any counting yet. I just have to know what each one of these is worth. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, 5 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Ooh, that's a big math problem. But we can break that down because we know how to count by fives and we know how to count by ones. So I'm going to start out counting by fives. I'm going to say 5, 10, 5, 10. And then I'm going to switch counting by ones. So let me show you how that's going to go. 5, 10, switch to counting by ones, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to show you that again. 5 plus 5 is 10. Switch to counting by ones, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we have 13 cents.